All right, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Underdog Boys podcast. Today we got two guests, Madison and Mackenzie, with us. Two athletes who started basketball later than most, but stayed with it long enough for the game to become real. What started as fun turned into growth, purpose, and something personal. So let's get it. All right, y'all. Let's go. All right, let's start from the top, y'all. Madison, take me back to when you first kept asking to play basketball, and what was pulling you towards the game?
It was like around 2020 and 2021. It was like I think after like Kobe died, I remember I started watching like film and stuff like that. And then I kept asking my mom if I could start playing basketball, but she didn't take me seriously because I'm more of like I was more of like a dancer and a gymnast. But eventually she like gave in and let me start it. Well, she gave in and let me start.
All right, Mackenzie, what was it like for you watching your sister play the game and then feeling like, yeah, I want to try that too?
It just looked fun and entertaining. And this was like around COVID, so it was like nothing to do, and I was just bored. But on her G&T Mellow coach, Shorty was telling me about basketball and why I should play, and then he like believed in me. So then I just tried it, and then I just started playing and taking it serious.
Good. For both of y'all, when you first started, did basketball feel like more fun? Was it curious or was it a challenge?
It was more fun and curious.
Yeah, it was fun.
Both of you started at this, later than everybody else. So what did the beginning really feel like for you?
I feel like eventually after I started to learn more about basketball, I felt like I was like really behind and I had a lot to catch up on.
Okay.
Yeah, when I first started basketball, it just felt like everybody was like so much ahead of me, and I had like a lot of work to do.
Good. So since both of y'all started later than a lot of people again, what is something that people misunderstand about your journey?
For me, they mistake my passion for attitude, but really, my attitude comes from like, well, my attitude, as people say, it's really just my passion for the game.
Right. How about you, Kenzie?
Um, I would just say that people don't understand how it took me so long to get better in the beginning and stuff, where they just don't understand my journey.
Okay. All right. I feel you on that though, Madison. My passion is the same way. People take it wrong. That's just the passion for the game. That's all that is. All right. Before other people started noticing your growth, what did that growth look like for both of you behind the scenes?
Just putting in long hours in the gym and working hard when when no one saw the work.
Okay. All right. Madison, same thing?
Yeah.
All right. So, what's something your parent or your mom or other people might not have been uh, seen right away about how serious you were becoming?
Right away, my mom didn't see like how passionate I was about basketball and how much I want to get better and stay in the gym.
Okay. How about you, Mackenzie?
I just think that my mom thought that I wasn't gonna ever take it serious. I was just doing it for fun.
I guess you got that wrong,
Yeah.
huh? Guess you got that wrong, huh? Yeah, that's what happens sometimes. But look at you now. Look at you now. Look at you now. So are y'all still learning and catching up? What did confidence look like? What do confidence look like for both of y'all personally?
Personally, me, confidence looks like just believing in yourself and knowing that what you can do and just believing in all your capabilities and things like that.
I think just seeing the results from the gym, that's what made me start to be confident.
Yeah, you gotta trust your training. You gotta trust your
Mhm.
training, especially when you're on
Yeah,
that
and
court.
when I was especially training with Dante, yeah.
Yeah. What was that like?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah, training with Dante was definitely a lot.
Okay. Y'all still training with him?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, good, 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 good. What did you do that showed that she was really locked in even before you fully caught up?
Um, how how long I wanted to stay in the gym and how much I wanted to get better. Like having that mindset and that work ethic alone, like showed a lot.
All
I
right, how
was gonna
about
say the same thing.
do y'all still feel as though that you're behind, or do you think you're caught up by now?
I think we're caught up
I
by
think we're
now
caught up.
because we did
Good.
the work in the gym.
There's a lot of people that started late. What's the big girl name on South Carolina? She can start telling me she was in 11th grade. I forgot that girl
Mm.
name. I forgot her name. But yeah, she ain't start till she was like in 11th grade. Tim Duncan ain't start till he was like in 11th grade. So I think late bloomers become better anyway because they ain't burnt out. Y'all not burnt out. Y'all not burnt out. So all right. So what moment changed how you started seeing yourself as an athlete?
Probably the moment where I saw that I can face like any challenge and overcome any challenge. It helped me like believe in myself a lot.
Okay, Mackenzie.
Probably like once again when I saw the results in the gym, that's when I started to realize that this could be something to take serious and something I can make a name for myself.
What was the hardest part about all this? Like you starting late, you in the gym. When was that thought was like, yo, this is hard.
Probably seeing other people on the internet and like the conditioning part. It was really hard. I thought it was just playing basketball and just going up and down the court and just shooting the ball, but it was not that.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Yes, yeah, preparing. I mean, you get into the game late. You started late. Everybody else been playing since they were 6 or 7 years old. Now you're starting out at 13, 14 years old. It's a lot of tough work you got to do to get caught up on that, right? So speaking on that, give me a moment where you felt proud of yourself, even though other people did not fully understand why it mattered.
Um, Probably recently when we just played Sabrina Park, I was really in my head in like the first half, like really bad. I even had to come out the game, but I went back in the game and I locked in and I ended up dropping 30 points and we
Mm,
were down by like 20. So
mm.
we came back and won. And I was happy that we won, but I was more proud of myself for overcoming overcoming whatever was in my head.
Mackenzie?
Probably when we played the Elite Eight game, we played against Bowie and the refs were bad. I just felt and we just weren't doing good in the beginning, but I was proud of us because we overcame that and we won the game.
It seemed like y'all handle adversity well. So what's the matter with getting out half the game and then coming back in and um, showing up and showing out and helping your team come back. I mean, I had to do that to somebody too, like, but that was a like a attitude issue before the game. Set her down first half, like, yo, you can't play the first half. That's your discipline for the day. She came out second half and just turned the game around for her. The game was close until she got in. When she got in, and you know what? One question I asked her:
What?
do you see what maturity does when you act mature? Do you see what it does? It takes the game
Yeah.
to another level. So that was great. That was great, especially going up against Savannah Park, those lacrosse girls. So when y'all make mistakes in the game, what usually happens first in your mind?
Normally I don't really think about the mistake. I just go into the next play. The mistake really doesn't bother me like in the game.
Mm. What about you, Mackenzie?
Usually I don't really think about mistakes. I just get back, but usually when I make a mistake, I get pulled out. But I don't yeah, it seems like I get pulled out for every mistake, and honestly, I just feel like it brought my confidence down a little bit.
Yeah, that could be tough. That could be tough. So I try to mind um, how I pull people out the game. I think that's one thing I did better this year. Was really thinking about how I pull people out the game, especially after they make a mistake. Because sometimes when you pull them out, right out, after they make a mistake, and you don't get them time to learn about it, their mistake, and let them get through it on their own, that can damage their confidence. And then they sit on the bench, looking all sad, thinking about, how am I getting back in? And so you really take as a coach, we're really taking them out the game. So I think I really try to get better at, you know, seeing those things. Because if you make one mistake and your head go down, and then make another mistake and your head go, I got to take you out the game at that point to get you, help you to reset. Yeah, I think it's very important how us coaches look at how we take people out the game. So, what does healthy mistakes recovery sound like for you?
Oh, can you repeat it?
What does healthy mistake recovery sounds like to you? Like, what's something you would say, like after you make a mistake? Let's put it that way.
Um, After I make a mistake, I wouldn't really think about it. I just go into the next play. So like, it's nothing I would really say, but probably avoid making that mistake again.
I would say just not do the same thing again.
All right. So, when do mistakes bother y'all the most? Like, is it when the game is on the line? Is that when you really think about the mistake? Because during the game, when the game is like just going on, you might not think about it. But when the game is on the line, you down by 2 or 3 points, and you go down the court, got a nice wide open shot, and all of a sudden the ball hits off your foot and goes out of bounds, and you turn the ball over. Do you think about that
Yeah,
mistake?
definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely when the game is on the line, I start thinking about like the mistakes. Like you try like when the game's on the line and it's the time is coming down, you really try not to make mistakes.
Mm, mm, mm. Yep. Pressure reveals training, boy. That's that pressure moments right there where you like, sheesh. I just do that. Like now, so the mindset of you winning that game or losing that game when it comes down to that one mistake. Like think about all right, so y'all saw the UConn and South Carolina game, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So when I forgot her name, she came from USC, missed that layup, and you
Oh
saw
yeah,
how
Kayla.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you saw how her teammates and she was crying on a court. You saw how every one of her teammates went to her, picked her head up. He went down. Another one went to her, picked her head up. He went down. Another one went to her, picked her head up. You know what I mean? Because I think she missed layups before, but because they was losing for one, it was the national championship. I think um, she took it harder because of that. And that's you know that's hard to get over sometimes if you're not mentally tough. Your mind limit, yeah, that's really hard. So, do you think confidence comes from more from success or from knowing you put the real work in?
I think it comes from both because success. I feel like you'll be more confident when you see your results, and then you become confident in the gym when you're constantly going.
Right, right, right. How about you, Madison?
I also agree. I think it comes from both because seeing the results that you put in from your hard work really makes your confidence go up and takes your confidence higher.
Right. Good. Gotta trust your trainer. Gotta trust it. And I guess y'all been trusting a lot because again, y'all started later than everybody else. So y'all did a really good job. Y'all did a really good job this year. So how has each of how have y'all helped each other in y'all journey?
We just help each other because we make each other better by playing against each other, which I win. Um, yeah, and we always encourage each other.
Madison, she be beat you.
No, I do.
You letting her talk trash, Madison?
She can talk trash today, but you know my game speaks for itself, so I don't have to talk trash for
Now you don't have to talk trash.
Crazy. So what?
But
Go ahead, Madison. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say like definitely having somebody who sees like since she's my twin sister, she like understands when I'm having a bad game or like I'm in my head. So having a teammate like that really has helped me constantly stay on my game and encourage myself to keep pushing because she's always encouraging me.
Mm. So what do you admire about each other as athletes?
I definitely admire her work ethic. She's a really hard worker.
And you?
I like that she ignores the haters because they always have something to say, and she just ignores them and plays her game.
Yeah, haters always got something to say. But remember though, Madison, you don't have haters, you ain't doing nothing great. People ain't talking about you. You ain't doing nothing great. Nah, people gonna talk about the greats. People always talk about somebody that's doing something. You don't got nothing going on. Ain't nobody talking about you. Ain't nobody worried about you. So just keep on putting that work in. Just keep on putting that work in. So what when one of you are having a rough day, how does the other usually show up for you?
When I'm having a rough day, she normally just makes me laugh.
I usually try to encourage her and get her through practice or a game.
And I encourage her whenever she's having. I just remind her that a mistake is just a mistake, and to let certain things go, and keep pushing, and keep shooting, and things like that. Just be a good teammate to her.
Hey, Madison, is Mackenzie corny? Is that do I jokes
No,
be
Very,
corny?
very,
no,
very.
Jokes be corny. They be
no.
making, but they be making you laugh though, right?
Yeah, they do.
Not really.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
It makes me laugh. It makes me laugh because she is really, really corny. Like, you know,
No,
like the awkward
no,
corny?
Yeah.
Like, that's why it makes me laugh. Like, she's so awkward corny.
Oh my god.
no, you be laughing.
You awkward corny. Yeah. My goodness. So if a parent was listening and their athlete started late, like what advice would you give that parent before they start judging their athlete too fast?
Probably they need to know that things don't happen overnight, and to trust the process and be patient with their athlete, and don't compare their child to like other kids and stuff, because comparison doesn't really help anyone.
Mm, mm, got that. And there's a lot of kids that compare their self to people all over the internet, all over the internet. What about you, Mackenzie?
I would say that it'll take time to invest in their child, and they should do that because if you're starting from the beginning, you have to put in more work than other people. So I would just say like be patient.
Mm. So if an athlete was listening right now, what would you tell that athlete so you got an athlete that started when y'all started 13, 14 years old? Because you know most kids quit sports around
Mhm.
13 or 14 years old. So if you had somebody starting around 13 or 14 years old, what based off of your experience, what would you tell them?
Um, don't compare yourself and don't rush the process, because things obviously aren't going to happen overnight, and comparing yourself doesn't make anything better. And also don't listen to any outside noise,
Mm,
because you just always have to believe in yourself and keep your confidence.
mm, Excellent, excellent. Mackenzie?
I would just tell them once again to be patient and put the work in and believe in their self
Mm.
when no one else is believes in them.
So y'all two have a unique story. Twins starting late. One just you know saw the game during COVID, wanted to play, and the other just watched. And that's how I usually start. One sibling watched another sibling. My siblings, my kids did that. My daughter watched my son, and she wanted to play basketball. So that usually happens. But if people hear your story or parents hear your story and they're thinking about their own child, what do you think they should pay attention to first?
Um, how their child carries themselves, like how they talk about themselves. They should pay attention if they're talking to themselves positively and things like that, because you want your child to think positive of themselves. Because if your child has a lot of confidence in a good way and thinks positive about themselves, that will help them throughout their journey.
Mm, Powerful. What about you, Mackenzie?
I would just tell them like to make sure that they're seeing how their child like responds to training
Mm, yeah,
because that'll also affect how they play in the game.
that's a good one right there. I always tell parents to watch how their child responds to training too and respond in the game, and then let me know how it is. Let me know how it is. All right, so Madison. What did what did basketball start giving you that you didn't expect?
Basketball started to give me like an escape to like clear my mind and let everything go. Because especially like around quarantine and COVID, like my mental health wasn't the best, and basketball just gave me like a safe place.
Mm.
It really helped me.
Okay, Mackenzie. Mackenzie, when you say basketball gave you a purpose and helped you stay focused, like what does that really mean in everyday life for you?
I just think that you find things that you're passionate about, even when other people may not agree with it. Just do what makes you happy.
Good, 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 good. I can relate to all that, man. I can relate to all that for real, especially during COVID. Boy, I was sheesh. Even though I worked for the state back then, so I had to go to work. But I think like that was one of the biggest problems. Like my girls, they went outside to play. They like, coach, we can't stay in here. Can we find a basketball court so we can go outside and play? So we just used to go outside and they used to play pickup basketball. And honestly, I think that's when they got better. They was in like the 10th or 11th grade when that happened. And once everything opened up, they was one hard team to beat because they bonded so well during that stretch period. So I think that was a big thing, big thing. Yeah. So how has basketball changed the way both of you see yourselves?
For me, basketball helped me see that I can overcome any challenge that comes my way. Like, it really helped me believe in myself and things like that.
How about you, Mackenzie?
It made me realize that I'm a hard worker and I can achieve anything that I believe in. If I believe myself.
Good, good. Because it's one thing that I know for sure is that believing in yourself will take you a long way. And like you said, no matter what anybody else say, I think that's um, I think that's very encouraging. I guess to both of y'all to see that how both of y'all believing in yourselves and really carrying yourselves throughout this whole process of basketball. So, if you keep growing the way you want to, what could basketball become for each of you?
Basketball could become like a job, like playing pro and overseas.
I'm just gonna say the same thing.
All right, so what's next for y'all? And the season is over. It's summertime. Um, seniors. What's next for y'all?
I'm going to go play college basketball at Bowie State University.
Okay, big Bowie, Bowie.
I'm gonna
uh,
be playing college basketball too, but I haven't made my decision yet.
Hell, you know decision day coming up. You better hurry make that decision.
Yeah.
Decision day is coming right on there. Come on, make that decision, girl. But look, this is one thing I always tell my players when they got recruited. Because I told my players, I ain't care where you went at. Long as you went somewhere that um, you love, because it's about to be like 3,000 people in the portal pretty soon. But what I used to tell them is go where you're wanted, right? And I said,
Yeah.
they're like, well, coach, how do I base that? What do I base that off of? How many times the coach call you? Do they call you every week? See how you doing? How many times you and that coach have a conversation, and not just about basketball, but about life, right? That's the coach that wants you. You know what I mean? That's the coach that wants you. I think that's where you need to go. Because you still trying to figure it out. If you want to take that advice, you can, but I think the coach that really shows interest in you is the one that don't look at you as a number. We look at you like, a real human being that wants to come to their school and help them win. So I just thought you would give you some little advice on that. All right. All right, y'all. We're done with the serious questions. So let's get you the fun part. Let's get you the fun questions. It's the fun fire round coming around now. So again, basketball points, we're down by 10. We gotta win. If y'all lose, y'all gonna be the only people that ever lost this game in 2 years. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to be the first ones to lose this game. All right. So 10 points. I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. First thing that comes to your mind, you say something I like, I give you 2 points. If I don't like it, 0 to 1 point. If I really like it, you done hit a 3 point. All right, y'all ready? Real quick, real fast. So, favorite basketball player right now? Okay, Tessa Johnson, Asia Wilson. That's 2 points. I should give you 4 because I like both of them, but I'm only gonna give you 2. That's 1 point for each. Man, more fun: a big 3, a big assist, or a big defensive stop?
Defensive stop because it gets the team going.
Yeah, a stop.
Okay, it gets them going. All right. One word your sister would use to describe you.
Funny.
Loud.
Funny and loud. Y'all on point. All right, so let me see. That's 1, 2, 3. All right, 6 points. Okay, all right. 6 points. We're down by 4. One word you want coaches to think when they watch you.
That I'm energetic.
Energetic.
Hardworking.
Hardworking. Okay, energetic and hardworking. Favorite pregame snack or drink?
Skittles and Gatorade.
Skittles and Gatorade.
Oh, at least it ain't chicken boxes. Skittles? What kind of Skittles? You get the regular ones?
Purple.
The purple pack?
Purple. Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you this. Do you put your Skittles inside your Gatorade?
Ew, no.
She said, ew, no. It give it extra flavor.
No.
Skittles and Gatorade. Let me. I gotta go to the judges on this one. Yeah, I'll get 1 point for that. So we had 7. I ain't getting you. Why you at apple, oranges?
No.
No.
Bananas before a game?
No.
Do you load up the night before, like with carbs?
Sometimes.
All right, so you know eating that is not going to sustain you in college, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to load up on carbs before the game, the night before the game. You have to load up on carbs the night before the game because that's not going to sustain you. Gotta start eating right now. All right, so who talked the most trash? You or your sister? Madison.
Me.
She talked trash? Because
Yeah.
even when y'all playing one-on-one, who talked the most trash one-on-one?
Me.
Oh, me. Oh, me.
Well, when we play 1-on-1, it's probably her.
But in the real game, she don't talk trash. She leave that up to you.
In the real game, I do it.
That get the team hype too, huh?
Yep. It gets everybody going.
You don't even know why I'm really laughing about that, right? When you say it gets everybody going.
Why?
Because in the movie, I forgot the name of the movie, but if you ever listen to one of Kanye's songs where him and Jay-Z you talk and he say, he say something about it gets everybody going. He's like, no, it don't. Ricky Bobby. It's funny, and when you be saying it, that's what reminds me of that show. I forgot. It's called Talladega Nights. Yeah,
I've never heard that.
Yeah, that's what it's called. All right, y'all. We got one more question, and y'all winning. So don't blow this, because if you blow it, I'm please say the right person. All right. Favorite hype song and artist before a game, or while you work, or while you pre-game warm up.
I don't really have a favorite hype song, but my favorite hype artist is probably Lil Baby.
Me too.
Lil Baby. Okay, y'all lucky I didn't say Drake. Y'all would have said Drake.
I was going to, but
no, don't do it. You about to get that ink. Don't do it. You was about to lose the game. You would have said Drake on the last question. Don't do old Drake and new Drake.
Old.
Yeah, old.
Okay, you probably wouldn't have lost then. I probably would have gave you. Y'all up by 2, so you probably would just lost 1 point. You would have said, Drake. All right, y'all, that's the end of the fun fire round. But coming up next is my signature question that I ask everybody that comes on my show. All right, ladies, whether you feel as though or not, let me know. What does being an underdog mean to each of you, and how do you carry that both on and off the court?
I was gonna say just ignoring the rankings, and also just being able to be a hard worker regardless of what anybody else thinks, and being able to overcome adversity.
Okay.
Probably being underestimated and being like overlooked and things like that. But when it's time to play, you step up to the challenge, and you show why you're the player that you are.
Wow. Love it. Love it. Perfect examples of underdogs. And do y'all think y'all embody that at any point in time?
Yes.
Yes.
And look at you right now, shining, about to go play college basketball. There you go. Oh, yeah, look, that was tough. I appreciate Madison and Mackenzie for coming. I really do, because, woo, this been a struggle. So I really appreciate y'all coming on. Hopefully this works this time. And thank you for sharing your story with everybody out there, parents, athletes, everybody. They really need to hear these stories. But parents, if anything in this podcast resonate with you and remind you of your athlete and you need a place to start, just click the description below. All right, y'all. Remember what I always say, pressure reveals training, and every underdog has their day. I'm Coach Q, and that's Mackenzie and Madison, the 2020 twins. And we're out.